Thank you for tapping in, man. We here, Hype City Show. I am your host, Jersey Gliss. Tonight we got a good one. I'm here with a dude who has a dope clothing line. He's a dope artist. He got a lot of things he's doing out here. Straight from Connecticut. You already know Hartford. Shout out to CT. They doing their thing. Introduce yourself, my guy.
What's up, my guy? I go by the name of Joe Banga. The CEO of 1990 Something, which is my clothing brand. And, we just working.
Dope. Yeah, you got a dope clothing brand. Before, we get into it, I just want to say it's crazy. I shot a picture of Fuego Base, and that's how we kind of got here. You know what I mean?
That's my guy, man. Shout out to Fuego, man. He's doing good for the state and for the town. So
definitely. But tell the Hype City listeners, how'd you get into this culture with the fashion and the music?
So as far as how I got into the whole fashion thing was I had a mixtape called well, first of all, we was looking for a name to name my mixtape, and I wanted to kind of bring back substance and like bar work, and I felt like we was lacking that in the culture. So my favorite, the time that I was raised in was the 1990s, but I couldn't pick a specific year. That's why I kind of named it Something without the G, but to give it kind of like a urban twist. Okay. So it basically just started off the music, and I just wanted to bring back that nostalgic feel, music with substance, music with bar work. And I just wanted to I wasn't seeing a lot of artists doing merch with their drops or with their mixtape drops or albums, EPs, whatever they were dropping. They weren't dropping no merch along it. But I always went to like concerts and always seen, merch before you sit down and you take your seat of a concert. So I'm like, it'd be a dope idea to actually drop some merch to go along with the tape. So I just ended up just dropping just a plain Gildan shirt with just a design that my boy Tyshawn Taylor ended up making for me that I thought was pretty dope. It was 1990, and inside each number had all the various artists of the 90s in it, and it was dope. And the shirt went crazy. So I just kept going along with it, and just through the years, just being creative and just bringing back memories from the 90s and bringing back that whole nostalgic, like how I try to do with the music, just try to incorporate the same thing with the fashion.
Right. Now, when you was dropping these tapes and the merch, everybody was responding to it like, yo, this is dope. Like, this is what, how was the response to the merch and, the tape?
The response to the tape was actually pretty dope. It was hosted by Big Mike. Had a couple features on there as well from the town. The response was dope, but even just to see the response from the shirts was even more crazy, because that's a whole nother. I'm like, I actually just sat back, started scratching my head like, damn, this is working. Like, I didn't think it was gonna hit like the way it hit. So when it hit, you just kind of got to take it and run with it, or and see where it goes from there. A lot of people don't even take that risk. So I just took that risk and spent the last couple of dollars I had invested in some merch, and it started going crazy. And I've always been into fashion as a kid, going to high school, middle school,
right.
You always want to be fly and all that. So I felt like I always was a pretty fly dude and stuff. And, I know how to color coordinate and all that. So it became my niche, and it also became easy because it was like secondhand nature with the fashion, because I like putting stuff together.
Right. Now, when you're doing the fashion and the music, I know you got love for both, but is the fashion kind of like taking over more now than the music?
To be honest, man, the fashion world is a stressful world right now. At this point, I'm being honest. I'm being transparent.
Be real, yeah.
It's a lot. It's overwhelming. It's a good overwhelming in a sense, but it's just, I can't complain when I wanted to eat. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but music will always be my first love. That's my stress reliever. That's my pen and my pad. I just get into my zone or whatever, and just dump all my thoughts and vent creatively, like on a beat. So music will always be my first love.
Okay. Now I see a lot of different like styles with your clothing and things like that. Who comes up with the logos, or who comes up with these different, patterns? Is that all you? Do you have a team?
So I could say about 90% of it is me, and I basically just take different things that remind me of my childhood or different memories that I have of the 90s and incorporate that in my fashion. Like for me, it's not, it is and it isn't about the people. It's more what I like, and I want to see if the people like what I like. You get what
Okay.
I'm saying? And in a sense, I do. I mean, I jumped off the bridge a couple times with a couple palettes and a couple colorways. You know, I was always like experimenting, but I was just always just a plain color guy. Like, you know, like the solid navy blues, the blacks, the solid reds, just the
You wasn't
common.
into the multicolors and all that other stuff.
Yes, all the bright colors and the greens and the limes and the fluorescence. So I've been tapping into that palette lately, and that's more for the people and just for the culture of fashion. You know what I mean? You have to in this fashion world, you're gonna have to do that. So
Right. Right. Now, you got this dope single out with Hell Rel, and who else is on there? Let
my
me see.
boy Lucci 860, man. That's one of my brothers, man.
Okay, okay.
Dope
Now,
single. Oh, produced by All Around too.
I was about to get to that, and I mean, shout out to them. Dope record, bro. Super dope record. I'm definitely feeling that. How'd you get Hell Rel on that joint though, man? That's kind of like a throwback right there too.
Well, the whole Hell Rel situation came up with my boy Lucci 860. He kind of just threw me the alley oop.
Okay.
He already situated the business plan with him or whatever. So what I brought to the table was a beat.
Right.
My boy All Around has sent me a prior beat pack because I asked for, you know what I mean? I asked for certain beats to for my next project. So I ended up taking the beat pack and just giving it, sending him out the email and just you know, just forwarding it to him and just seeing which one he liked. He gravitated to the one I thought he would gravitate to, and basically I provided the beat.
That's dope, man. That's a
So we
dope.
kind of went half and half. He got the feature, I got the beat, and I was just featured on it as well. You know what I'm saying, shout out to Lucci for also involving me on that.
Okay. What else you got, that you're working on out here?
I'm working with I actually got a project dropping. It's a collaboration project. Me and Frank 45.
Okay.
November 18th, we got that project dropping. It's called Soulful Pain. It's kind of a melodic but bar work as well. You know, because I mean, I don't think I can sing, so I got somebody that can sing. And you know, it's kind
You
of
doing
like
it right though. You doing it right. You was like, yo, I ain't singing these joints. Y'all ain't,
exactly. So we just, we just kind of collaborated, and he does what I don't do, and I mean, vice versa. He got bar work as well. But I'm not even gonna lie, bro. This tape is crazy,
Okay.
bananas. Like this probably one of my best favorite tapes so far.
What makes it that? Why do you say that?
It's a lot of just pain. Like it's relatable for everybody. Something that everybody can relate to. I feel like a lot of people have went through these experiences as well. It's just relatable. It's just I feel like I'm letting the fans into like my personal space more.
Right.
Uh, it's transparent, man. This project is definitely like it's a lot of pain on there, man. It's not for everybody. It's not a party type
Right.
vibe on the joint, but it's more like you jump on the highway and you just throw it on and
Ride
you
to
gonna
this.
vibe.
I mean, you can ride to this. Get your
Yeah, you
thoughts
gonna
right.
vibe to that one.
Okay, definitely. I'm definitely excited to hear that, bro. When it drops, you already know. But tell the viewers a little bit about Connecticut hip hop, man. How's Connecticut hip hop? I'm in Jersey. I'm like the Jersey, New York area.
Okay.
We know a little bit about the
Shout out
Connecticut.
to Jersey, man.
Huh? Oh yeah, definitely.
To Jersey.
We all kind of connected. Jersey, New York, Connecticut. We all right here.
Like cousins, brothers and cousins, you know?
Right, right,
Yeah.
right. But tell us a little bit about the Connecticut hip hop scene. It's a lot of different artists and towns and cities. So give us a little rundown real quick.
I feel like the Connecticut hip hop scene is actually at a good state right now. We got a lot of dope artists coming out of Connecticut. I feel like as far as I could mention a little bit. I mean Ty Henny, Sholey, Hartford Poe, Fuego Bass, Annoyed, the Chris Webbies, even from Connecticut. Just I feel like we got a diverse amount of artists here. Like that. I mean, you could get your melodics out of your straight bar work, your boom bats. It's
Right.
just I feel like we have a little bit of everything, and I feel like it's getting greater as the time moves forward. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it's just we got a lot of dope stuff over here. I just feel like we're overshadowed, we're
Right.
overlooked. I feel like a lot of artists just come over here, get the bag, and just don't. I feel like we need our credits due.
Right.
We don't. I feel like we don't get that. Like we got so much dope stuff that's been stolen from out of here as well, like dances, lingo. It's just
Is
Hartford.
do you say because maybe, you know, New York is right there, so they take a lot of, not saying they take a lot of things, but more credit is given to them, New York City as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to take away anything that New York has brought to the culture.
Right.
Part of the culture, and they were the first to do a lot as far as for fashion, music. Some of the first MCs, hip hop MCs, came out of the Bronx, came out of New
Right.
York, period, and
Definitely.
Jersey, well, following. So I can't really say that, but I just feel like some of the stuff I feel like we get bullied. I feel like some of the stuff they just come over here and take, or not not New York in particular. I'm talking just any
People,
state,
just people in
just
general.
any state, just
Right.
in general. Come over here, take, and go over there and try to make it seem like they established that or they bought that to life. Nah, we did it here first. So it's like
Yeah.
that's where I feel like, CT, that's what I feel like we lacking as far as just the unity and just being able to come together as a force to make people hear our voice. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it feels like everybody's getting picked up from everywhere but Connecticut lately. I mean, the only thing we got close right now is Fuego Base. That's holding the torch right now with the whole BSF camp. Shout out to them as well.
Right. Definitely. Shout out to them. Now, you're doing this music thing, you got the fashion, but if you wasn't doing this, what would you be doing? What would Joe Banga be doing right now? You
What
wasn't
would I
doing
be doing? I ain't gonna lie, man. I always wanted to do culinary arts, food,
like
cooking.
a chef?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like to cook.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool. That's good,
I
though.
we gotta eat. So
Right.
I would definitely I feel like it's a headache doing catering and all that stuff. So I kind of step back from that field. Man, I've been rapping since I was like 11.
Right.
It's what it's been in my bones for a long time. This is my first love. But other than that, I'm a food guy, man. I love to eat.
Okay. What is your your favorite dish that you can make yourself?
Favorite dish that I can make myself. I got a bunch of dishes, man, but I like my
If I was to come over the crib, what would you know what I mean? What would you chef up? Like, yo, look, we got to eat this dinner.
spinach. I do the chicken and spinach Alfredo, man.
Okay.
The
That's
chicken and
that's
spinach.
special right there.
Yeah, we could do the white rice with the cube steak and the onions and all that.
Okay,
We
okay,
could do both. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, so
okay.
throw a
Yeah,
little bit of that sauce,
definitely.
and we got some flavor.
Facts. Definitely. Look, so I asked this question on every interview. It's kind of like a hypothetical. You answer it the best way you can. Uh,
Okay.
let's just say wherever you at, let's just say Hartford, for example. The world's going crazy, haywire, but Joe Banga needs some music. It's a record store down here. They said, yo, you can get 3 albums out of here, but we shutting them down after the day. What 3 albums are you gonna grab?
3 albums.
Yeah, 3 albums. You can only grab 3 albums. They shutting it down. There's no record stores, internet going down. You only got these 3 albums for a little bit.
Off bat is gonna be Nas. It was written.
Okay.
Nas. It was written is definitely 3 albums.
So you got one that's Nas, it was written.
I gotta go with something of Mobb Deep because that's my favorite group of all time.
You said that because Mobb Deep's my favorite too. You showing your age there, man.
Yeah, I'm I'm an old soul, bro. Like I'm young, you know what I'm saying, but I'm an old soul.
Right. Nah,
I
that's
feel
what's up.
Mobb Deep, damn. I would have to go with damn. See, I was
Only one of them joints though.
we're gonna keep birds with one stone because I could definitely just go for Prodigy and do the HNIC and do that. But we're gonna
Okay.
go infamous music.
Okay.
We're gonna do that when I could feel like you could run all the way through. So that
That's
and
two. So you got one more.
damn. I would have to go with Pac, All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
Yeah, Pac is my favorite rapper. He's definitely been an influential part of my life. You know what I mean, just how he carried himself, how he, you know what I'm saying, did things, and I always listen to him. I mean, even though my first, you want to know what's crazy? What's my first introduction to hip hop? Was my first tape I ever got. The
What was
first
that?
hip hop, the Chronic album.
Okay. That's a classic too.
That's the classic as well. Yeah, but definitely those three albums that I named would definitely I would need to. I bang them still to this day. So
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Now, what do you have in store for the rest of 2022, man, going into 2023?
So for the rest of 2022, as far as for on the fashion tip, it's already sewn up. Everything is already. I got a bunch of hoodies, a bunch of sets, a bunch of sweatsuits, a couple of collabs going down that I'm doing. I pretty got all the winter stuff in the bag right now. A bunch of beanies, scarves. We just got a couple of bags in now that we're doing. And as far as for the music, I really don't have anything at the moment besides this collab project that I'm doing with Frank 45, which would be November 18th. I'm also currently working on 1996, which will be the sixth edition of my 1990 something series.
Okay.
But the thing about the gift and the curse with this music stuff is that well, let's just say the gift first is that I get the ping pong in between the fashion and the music. So whenever I get a creative block with the music, I go to the fashion.
Right.
And whenever creative block with the fashion, I go to the music.
Music.
How I don't have to be consistently doing the music. Because now it's like, before I used to just constantly create and just throw out projects crazy. Now it's like more of a sit back, relax. I have to catch a vibe. It has to be something felt like one time, I ain't gonna lie, it took me like 3 to 2 months to finish a verse.
Okay.
I was going in segments though. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing
right, yeah.
bars. It's
Right.
not right now. It's like I'm not rushing things when it comes to the music.
Right.
Because I feel like as long as I'm being
productive anyway, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And being able to create content and just showing the consistency and then being able to chime in with the music and throw a single here and there, I feel like I'm still gonna be known through the clothing as well. So both of them go hand in hand. Fashion and music go hand in hand anyway. So
right, that's just that's just what it does, you know. So yo, will there ever be a 1990 something fashion show?
It's funny that you say that because I just did about
like New York, some like New York Fashion Week, like that kind of shit.
I just did one in New York and Harlem for Harlem Fashion Week. So we just did that. And then we just did two, and I'm actually involved. We did two with one for adults and one for teens. It was a Sound of Fashion Week in Connecticut. So we did one for the adults, and I got to work with the teens that model and stuff. So do the runway and do all that. But it's funny that you say that because at one of my last events, one of the coordinators was like, "Yo, bro, why don't you do your own fashion show?" And I'm like, "Yo, that's a good idea. I just don't know how to go about it. That's not my specialty." Right. Being able to organize events like that and calling this for that and this for that. I mean, if I get the help for it, I'm all for it.
Definitely, bro. Hey, man, I'll help you out, bro. I think you got dope clothes, man, for real.
Thank you,
I
man.
see stuff and I'm like, yo, this shit is dope. Like, what you know what I mean? So
and send me the Addy, man. I'm sending you a care package,
Definitely, bro. I'm gonna buy some shit too, but I was like, yo,
whenever,
I like supporting people like you because when it blows to the worldwide and everybody is wearing it, I could be like, you know what? I was rocking this shit way before y'all caught on. You know what I mean?
That's the type of things I like to do as well. Even with artists right now that's blowing up for like I've been on Little Durk before he blew, like G Herb, all these certain artists I've been knew like the underground, and I was showing people these tapes of them in the underground, and they were like
hearing you though at the time.
Yeah, they were like, man, what's this? Turn them off. Now they're the biggest things, and now they're like, oh damn, bro, you was right. I'm like, man, I kind of hear it, like, but I like being a part of the journey as well. Like I'm a fan as well, as far as for artists and as far as for other dope clothing brands out here in Connecticut. And as far as Connecticut, man, we got a really couple of good dope clothing brands out here as well, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I've been up there. My grandfather lived in Stamford, so I definitely know Connecticut.
Oh, he was right.
I got a little bit of Connecticut roots in me, so man, I enjoyed up there. I've been up there for events. You got to tap me in with some events that you got going on. I'll pull up, trust me. Even
Whenever
though I'm in Jersey, I still make that drive.
I'm about to definitely, oh no, vice versa, man. I'm still willing to make that drive as well, man. I gotta definitely tap into Jersey, and I see a lot of great things coming out of Jersey as far as for the LBLs, the
Right.
Fat Boys. It's just I see a lot of people working out there.
Yeah, we grinding too, man. It's just like how in Connecticut we get overlooked sometimes, but we just stay hungry. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like y'all better than us though, as far as for being looked at. Y'all do get that look. Y'all got that
Right.
look.
We get a little look, but it's just like how you said, it's so much more to the state. But it's just like how this game is, man. You know how it is.
And I don't feel like it's a lack of resources, because I feel like the resources actually got better with and got more at our fingertips.
With the internet, yeah, you right here.
Exactly.
You
You
get
get what I'm saying? So I don't feel it's that. It's just people don't. I feel like people's attention span and the patience now is they don't have that to go and dig and look for the resources. They just want everything handed for them, and they don't want the legwork.
Right. It's like you've been grinding for this for a while. You know what I mean? Like some people think that they can do this for 2 months, and then if they don't blow up, then they're like, oh, this is not going to happen. But it takes years, man. You got to build a foundation.
For the clothing, man, it actually took about 7 years, man. For the past year and a half is when I basically touched my peak, and where people were starting to notice me. But those 6 years, those 5 years, it was all legwork, not wasting money, but just investing in myself constantly. And
you probably invested a lot of money too.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money lost. It's a lot of money well spent, and it's a lot of patience. God has taught me patience, and also has taught me just to keep going when things ain't, what I'm saying, seeming like there's a way out of it, or things are just seeming like a dead end. Just keep going, and eventually some doors are open. If you keep knocking and being persistent and consistent, someone is see you. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, even with the music. So, I mean, my advice that I would give to anybody that's in the lane that I'm doing, or even anything, even any craft, any field, just if that's what you want to do and you're passionate about it, man, stick with it, stick through it. Every field has rough and tough times, and every field has ups and downs. And I mean, don't just be around for the good times.
Right. Drop them jewels on them, bro. That's real.
You got to, man. People just, you know what I mean? People out there, I feel like social media has created a smoky mirror, and has caused people to think that, they try to relate their life, or base their life off other people's lives. And then it's just a lot of conflict. I mean, just stick to what you got going on, and you'll eventually make it the way you're trying to go. But if you're looking at someone else's plate, you ain't gonna get nowhere fast. You know what I mean?
Their plate is different than yours. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And everybody's got different situations and got different stuff going on in their life. So it's like, you just gotta want it. And a lot of people just, you know what it is though? A lot of people be putting excuses. Excuses ain't gonna get you nowhere far. Like, there's no excuses with me. I be sick. I be tired. I sometimes
do your job though.
Dude, I just broke down 16 boxes.
Right.
I just the order of like 6,000 items coming.
Jeez.
Yesterday. So I had to do inventory from 11:30 a.m. to like about 11:30 p.m. I was doing inventory.
And this is all you by yourself?
By myself. Mind you, I still have to do the inventory, count everything up, write everything down, then also do the pictures, do the photos, so I can now place all that information onto the website, because I do that myself as well.
Sheesh, man, you're a one-man band over there, bro.
Yeah, so it gets hectic, like, but that saying is, man, if you want stuff done the right way, you got to do it yourself.
Right.
And also, people aren't gonna go as hard as you are gonna go for you.
Man, yo, you know what's crazy, I don't even mean to cut you off, because with this that I do here with the Hype City thing, I always tell people, I say, I do this by myself, so I can't do everything at once, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm being pulled in 90 different directions, but it's like I'm working, I'm trying, but I get what you mean, because I always say when I find somebody that work harder than me, then I'm gonna hire them. But I said I hate hiring people or asking them to work with you and they be slacking. You like, yo.
And then I feel like they doing that because they don't have no ownership to it or whatever, or you know what it is. Some people got that pride issue where, well, it's not mine, so I don't. You
Right,
get.
right.
So that's why I just save myself sometimes the headache. Sometimes I'm burnt out, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's a burnt out.
Yo, you can be real, bro. That's cool. It's a part of this, though. You understand this, though. You're like, yeah, I'm burned out, but I still ain't stopping. I'm keeping it going.
It's like I manifested everything. Everything is starting to come to light. I'm starting to see doors open. I'm starting to see actually more doors open off of the fashion more than the music. The music wasn't as lucrative as the fashion is,
But it's still
but
you can still get in, though.
I could still I love it because I could still chime in my first love. You get what I'm saying? I'm not completely forgetting about it.
Right,
And it's got two options now. Either, okay, if you don't like the music, you're gonna like the clothes. If you don't like the clothes, you're gonna like the music, or you're gonna like both.
right,
So,
right.
people like options and like variety as well. Like they just don't like one thing. And the attention span nowadays it's so fast.
It's short.
That's why, everybody's now doing these EPs or working off of singles and doing stuff like that because it's just right now you just seen artists just coming out. Just I forgot who came out with a album that was about 23 songs, or they're starting to come out
Yeah,
more.
a lot of people are coming out with albums that are, super long, but nobody's really being gonna hold that attention unless every song is like, you know what I mean? Like people are flipping through them joints. Like nobody, you can't say, yo, which number is 17? Nobody, people gonna be like, what is that? I don't even know that joint.
Me, I'm the type of person, how I categorize my music. If it doesn't catch me within the first 15 to 20 seconds, I'm out of it.
It's real, and that's industry talk though, right there. You know what I mean?
That's just me. Like even from the beat, or I could just love the beat, and as soon as the vocals come on, it doesn't coincide with the beat. So I'm like, yeah, the beat was
Yeah. You're like, I gotta go. Next one. Let me hear this.
that might be someone else's cup of tea, but that ain't mine.
Right. Okay.
You know, and then that's how it goes as far as for that, man. But yeah, man, just staying busy, man, and just working, man.
Definitely. So look, man, before we get out of here, I just need you to shout out where we can follow you at, where we can get the clothes at, all that good stuff that all the listeners need to know so they can tap in with you.
Okay, bet, man. Yo, so first and foremost, shout out to Hype City. That's first and foremost right off bat. Thank you as well for having me on the platform.
Definitely.
You in tune with any of the merchandise, or you want to cop any of the clothing and stuff, you could also chime in online. I got a website, 1990 something without the G.com. You can go directly on there and shop. Also for the IGs, 1990 underscore something without the G as well. You could go on there as well, check the variety, check what's going on with the brand currently and stuff like that. And as far as for my personal page, any of the artistry and the music and all that stuff would also be J Banga 860. So JBANGA 860. I mean, that's my personal account. That's more for the music and more for my personal. I mean, I try to keep things separate.
Right. You got a lot going on over there. So, you got to keep things a little separate.
Yeah, man, it's a lot, man. Especially, I mean, another thing is too, man, I'm trying to teach people. I'm gonna actually try to do a class and get a class together, a course, showing more like with business and marketing and all that, and how for because I get a lot of emails and DMs on people not knowing what first step to take with creating a fashion brand, or not even a fashion brand, just in business, the LLCs, the trademarks, the things of that nature. I feel like we're not a lot of people aren't knowledgeable on that right now, and then this is a time where we need to feed that knowledge. And I mean, I want to, if I can be a resource to my people, I'm about to do that. So
right, you giving them game on some stuff that you got some game on. You just passing down the knowledge. That's all.
I don't want to be I don't want to be a gatekeeper, and I also know what it feels like to not have nobody to help me. So, and I don't want nobody to feel like that. So if I could sit down here and help you, I'm gonna do that.
Definitely. I gotta get my little nephew to tap in with you. He has a little clothing company, but he need a little bit of guidance. Maybe, y'all can talk,
Let me know
about the fashion than me. So, maybe you can give him a little guidance, help him out on his little journey, you know what I mean?
You bro now and stuff. Thank you once again, man. So once again, man, when you got the time, man, hit me up. I'm gonna shoot you my number. Definitely, you already got the emails and all that. I'm gonna shoot you my personal direct number, and we could contact and we could get them right.
Definitely, bro, man. I appreciate you, man, for taking time out of your busy schedule, rocking with us right here on Hype City.